Welcome to another episode of The Wave. My name is Adam.
My name's Nick. It's the weekly news and chat show from the world famous Bottom of the Stream podcast. We're back.
We are, full force. I even got my hello out properly today.
Amazing.
I know, I'm quite proud of that.
First time in what seems like ages.
It does, I've got a voice. I was listening, when I was editing the 2 episodes from last week, I was like, you sound horrendous. I didn't realise I sounded as bad as I did.
Dude, you've always had a voice.
I've got a proper one now.
Now you're getting back to match fitness.
Getting there. We are getting there. It's been a long stretch, but I'm getting there. How are you doing?
Pretty good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I like your t-shirt. It's purple.
Thanks. It's a bit 90s. It's a bit Saved by the Bell.
Yeah, it is a bit
It's
Saved
an
by the Bell.
MTV.
Is the yellowness in it intentional?
Yes.
Okay.
It does look a bit stained, but
It does look a bit
that
stained.
is intentional. Purple and yellow, and
We probably should put a picture of it on the Discord now we've spoken about
that's fine. We can do that. I'm almost as known for my tremendous fashion sense as my knowledge of go-karts and racing.
It's true.
As we proved last week.
Very true. Do you remember when you used to always podcast in shorts? That was a thing a while back.
Yeah, I literally said to you before I came on out, I should have changed it into my
You
shorts.
should have, yeah.
Because I'm too hot.
I miss podcast shorts.
Yeah, I'm too hot in my trousers. But
Right,
I've been
right.
out today, it has been simultaneously sunny and also snowed for a very tiny part of the day. So
Yeah,
I didn't feel I could wear shorts all day on my trip out.
probably not.
So-
It hailed last night. It was a proper hailstorm.
Like, sideways.
The weather's just insane at the minute. It's crazy.
So yeah, that is the reason. But if I'd have had a few more minutes, I really should put my podcast shorts on.
Yeah, you should have.
I think they would have set this outfit off.
They would. You'd look very
Absolute
90s.
bomb. I've even got my backwards cap on.
You have
so
got backwards cap on. You're so cool.
I feel like
I
Poochie.
wish I was half as cool as you. Poochie. Brilliant.
How have you been?
I'm all right. Yeah, I'm all right. I've done 10 years at my job today. My real life actual job.
Congratulations.
Not today, this week. It was Monday, I think.
That's excellent.
I know, 10 years. Crazy.
Did they get you a cheesecake to celebrate?
They got me a cake.
Yes.
Yes, there wasn't a cheesecake,
No?
it was a chocolate cake.
Good.
I got a cake and 2 helium balloons.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, it was cool.
What, a 1 and a 0?
No, just
Oh.
2 stars.
Okay, fine. It's fine. That's
Yeah,
nice. That's
mad,
good
isn't
to hear. Yeah.
Crazy. It doesn't feel like 10 years. It's
No?
They put me on the Facebook page as well. I didn't like that.
Oh, lovely.
I don't like being notorious. People I haven't spoke to in 10 years have come up to me like, oh, congratulations. I'm like, who are you?
I thought you only just started. Yeah, you spoke to me on first day 10 years ago.
Yeah, that's it.
Time's weird, isn't it? It goes fast.
Time goes so fast. It's crazy.
Just faster as you get
It's
older.
my longest job.
Yeah.
Somebody said to me the other day, this is the only job now you'll be able to work for 30 years in.
Yeah.
If you leave now, you won't be able to get 30 years in any other company. Made me feel old.
Well, you might do. I mean, the way that, like,
Yeah, maybe.
who knows how long we'll have to work. So.
True, that is, yeah, there is that.
But yes, you're probably about at that.
I'm at that level now where I can't do 30 years at a
limit.
company. It was somebody who had done 30 years at the company.
Right.
Said that to me.
So will you get 6 stars if you do another 20?
Yeah, maybe.
6 stars and 3 chocolate cakes.
I'm up for that.
Is that how it works?
That's how it works. Yeah.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you.
And we only really briefly mentioned it last week, but it was our 4-year anniversary here as well.
It seems like April is when I change things in my life.
Yeah.
New job, new podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, 4 years.
4 years of bottom of the stream. Who'd have thought it?
Who'd have thought? At the end of this season, we'll have done 200 films.
No podcasts. Well, yes, some podcasts. But the percentage of podcasts that last
Apparently.
year
I remember giving you this stat when we very first started. It's something like 75% of podcasts don't get past episode 7.
Yeah.
And we've done 4 years of it now.
Yeah, and we don't even know how many episodes because the
No, nobody knows.
So
Podbean will tell you one thing, Apple will tell you another, and Spotify will tell you another. We don't know.
yeah, who knows?
But it'll be 200 films at the end of this season.
Yeah, for sure.
For definite.
Yeah, 200 movie episodes
Yes.
alone.
Plus then, we didn't do the wave from the start.
No.
Maybe what?
We've done
season?
2 years of waves, I think.
Yeah, probably.
Nearly.
Probably. Season 3 or season 4, the wave started.
And
Time flies when you're having fun.
sure does.
And we're having fun. We love doing this.
Yeah, we've got a great little community in our Discord,
We have.
which you can come and join.
We have.
Open to all.
We
Come
did.
and have a chat with us on there, and many other lovely, lovely people.
The Discord link will be in the bottom of all the show notes, every show we've ever done.
Yeah.
Since the Discord started.
Yeah.
Last week's film, what did we do last week?
Last week we did a wildcard pick, and that film was an Australian, I don't want to say kids movie, teen movie. I think teen movie.
Yeah, teen movie, I think.
And it was go-karts. It was about go-karts.
It was.
And a boy who does go-karts.
He does. It was Karate Kid for go-karters.
Yeah.
It was okay.
It's Karate Kid Down Under in go-kart.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I did.
I had fun. I had much more fun than I thought I would watching it.
Yes, agreed.
And I had a lot of fun recording the episode.
Yes, that was always fun.
It was funny. There was plenty in the movie that made me laugh, and some of it was intentional, which I wasn't expecting.
Which is unusual. We usually laugh at these movies, not with them.
Yeah.
Talking of laughing at some of these movies, do we want to talk about this week's movie?
Yeah, I think I'm still processing it.
Yeah,
I
same.
only watched it last night.
Yeah, I did as well.
And this week we're watching Dangerous Lies.
Yes.
Which, what would you describe it as? A thriller?
Yeah, I think so. I think that's what they describe it as.
Yeah.
I don't know if I would describe it
Not
as
an
that,
action thriller.
No.
And not a horror.
No.
I think it's just a thriller.
It's just a thriller. Standard thriller.
Yeah.
They've got some interesting information about it for when we
Good.
start.
Well, that's always good if there's a bit of interesting sort of, behind the scenes info. And to be fair to Dangerous Lies, it's got a pretty good cast.
It has got quite a cast. Considering what they've turned out, it is quite a good cast. So yeah, come back here on Thursday. That episode will release then.
Yeah.
The movie shows always come out on a Thursday. And we're getting towards the end of season 8, so we'll be able to rank it. I think it's the 21st one in this season.
Yeah. So we're into the last month of this season.
Yeah, it's where the stream table gets tough.
You know what that means, because this is this is season 8, isn't it?
It is.
An even season. Even season. At the end of that means we've got the Botscars.
We have, indeed. The third annual Botscars.
In a month or
Third,
so.
Fourth annual.
Yeah.
Fourth Botscars.
Where we give out a set of highly regarded and desired awards.
Yes.
Which cover the previous 2 seasons of this show.
Yeah. I was going to say such awards as, but I can't remember any of them off the top of my
The
head.
Drowning in the Stream Award.
Yes.
That would go to like the biggest star in the sort of, what the hell are you doing in one of these movies?
Possible nominee in Dangerous Lies.
Possibly.
Possible. Memorable moment.
Yeah.
Most batshit crazy.
Yeah.
We induct 2 people into the Captain's Gallery.
Yeah, our Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Yeah, and much, much more. And I'll just drop this little tease here. We might be doing something a bit special this year for the
I'm excited for the Botscars this year. Should be fun.
So stay tuned.
Stay tuned. We've got a surprise for you all. Right, should we do some Netflix news?
Let's do it.
What have we got?
We're not starting with Netflix news.
We're not starting with Netflix news. We're just starting with random news.
Well, it's not random. It is streaming
It's pretty
news.
random.
It is streaming news. And it's kind of 2 news stories in one, really. And I think it is the biggest story of the week. And the sort of the story underneath this is the rebadging and relaunching of HBO Max.
Yes.
It is just becoming
Max.
It's
merged with Discovery Plus.
Yeah. To form an Uber streaming service, I guess. Now,
Yeah.
we're not really focusing on the merger too much because obviously we're a UK-based podcast and we don't get HBO Max.
Doesn't
in
just
this
affect us
country.
in the slightest.
So, and is
You
it
can get Disney Plus. There's Discovery Plus.
Yeah, you can. But so that may change. But Sky have a lot of deals, don't they, to get HBO stuff straight to their services. So we'll have to see what happens there in the future. But the story, there's a couple of things, a couple of shows that are sort of been commissioned, and that news has been released sort of alongside the relaunch of HBO Max. And probably the biggest one of those is that a Harry Potter TV series is coming. Now, this is, just to be really clear, this isn't an offshoot in the Harry Potter universe. This is a new adaptation of the Harry Potter novels.
Yeah, it's a complete reboot.
So we're remaking those films that are, well, the first one's 20 years old, isn't it?
Just over,
last year.
Yeah.
20-year anniversary. So, old Daniel Radcliffe and Emma Watson, all those guys. Yeah, they're yesterday's news.
Yeah, forget about those guys.
You're going to all be replaced by some young whippersnappers. The plan being that each book from the Harry Potter series of books will have a season dedicated to it.
Yeah, they're planning ahead.
So I presume 8 to 10 hours worth of material for each book.
It's a lot of material.
Yeah.
It's a lot more material than we got for the last
It
adaptation.
is, isn't it?
What do you think? What's your gut feeling on this?
I don't know if I can give an objective answer because, and it's funny, we talked at the start of the show about how time goes faster when you're older.
Yes.
Because to me, the Harry Potter movies aren't that long ago.
No. There is that.
But my daughter, for example, would be like, well, those old movies, yeah.
Yeah, it's true, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So, yeah, look, it's a cash cow, isn't it?
Completely. It's 100% a money grabber. I mean, those movies are old, but they're still pushed out for as much merch deals as they can get.
They are.
You walk around
Theme
London,
parks.
there's like Harry Potter shops.
Yeah.
There's Primark's just full of Harry Potter stuff.
Sure.
There's theme parks. There's
a studio
a
tour.
studio tour. They don't feel old because they've still
never
relevant.
gone anywhere.
Yeah, they've never gone anywhere. So,
and they're not full of bad CGI because they were huge, hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars budgeted movies.
So does that all go away when this new reboot comes in? And do we just take all of that away and just start merching these new characters?
Yeah.
And it just feels completely unnecessary.
Unless
you just want to make some money off a franchise that you own.
Is part of it because of the time? So, we're 10 years since the last movie came out, I would imagine.
Yeah, probably
like
even more than that.
So that doesn't feel as long to be remaking the same thing.
No, but we're going to be 10 years away from that.
I get that. Yeah.
It just feels like they milk this franchise for as much as they can anyway, and now they're going to start all over again and milk it from the start again. It just feels a bit unnecessary, a bit money grabby.
You get to that whole sort of debate, don't you, about, which we've talked about before, it's like, how does anyone get a chance with new ideas?
Yeah.
Because Warner Brothers have spent billions on Harry Potter with J.K. Rowling years ago.
Yeah.
And they still have those rights.
Yeah.
And they want to keep those rights.
So they're just going to do it again.
So they're going to turn the handle.
Yeah.
But we're going to do 100 hours of TV to tell this story.
Yeah. It feels very... I don't know. It doesn't sit right with me at all. It doesn't feel right.
Yeah?
No.
Yeah, they're going to have to go fast as well. This was brought up in our Discord. I can't remember who it was that brought it up. Because once they press go, them kids are starting to age.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you're talking decade-long TV series, this news report says. So you're going to cast somebody who's the...
Well, there's 8 books. There's 8 books? 7 books. 7 or 8 books.
Who knows?
Yeah.
So if you're going to cast an 11...
I think it's 7 books, 8 movies. You're
going to cast a 14-year-old playing 11. You're not going to cast an 11-year-old playing 11. That doesn't happen. So you're going to cast somebody who's like 14, 15 playing... I think he's 11 at the start of the first book.
Yeah.
By that time you get to the end of them books, he's going to be 24, 25. So do you recast between seasons? I don't know. It just... Plus the pressure that's on that those young people. They're going to be very young people.
Yeah.
To live up to and be unable to live up to because the fans won't have it.
Yeah.
The fans of the films won't accept new Harry Potter.
Oh,
You've already seen it. It's already all over Twitter. There's only one Hagrid. There's only one Snape.
Yeah, but you're not bringing Robbie Coltrane back, are you?
God Alan Rickman.
Yeah, exactly.
It just the fans won't accept whoever gets cast, and you're putting that sort of pressure on these really young people to take this for their next 10 years of their life.
If anyone's listening who ends up being Harry Potter or any of these lead roles, just don't have a social media account.
Definitely don't have a social media account. Stay well away from it and just enjoy it.
Yeah,
because your life's going to be horrendous. It just is.
There's pros and cons. Come on, it's not bad.
It's all bad.
But yeah, don't get social media. Wow, no. what a thing. Do you know what is one of the things that is strange about it is that they are trying to, some of the executive producers on this. One of them is rumored to include David Yates, who did most of the
did them in the first place.
The back end. 4 or 5 of the movies. So we've not even got a completely new creative team.
No, absolutely.
And obviously, she who will not be named is involved as well.
Do we want to be giving her more money? She
doesn't need more money.
She doesn't need more money. She doesn't deserve more fucking money. If she's involved, then let's just put it straight in the bin, shall we? I'm not interested. Anyway, let's move on from that. What's next?
Look, to be fair to Max, it's not all about
this
flogging.
Is not a person, this is HBO.
Yeah, it's not all about flogging dead horses, because another announcement this week is that they will be giving new shows a chance. No, sorry, they're doing a spin-off of the Big Bang Theory.
Yeah. Fuck's sake.
Yeah.
Fuck Warner Brothers.
I mean, 12 seasons of Big Bang Theory did.
Yeah.
6 seasons of Young Sheldon.
Yeah.
And now another spin-off is in the works at Max.
I have no issue with the Big Bang Theory. I thought it was a great show. But it's done. Get over it and move on. What are we getting now?
There is no news.
Oh, we just another spin-off.
There's no news on which character is or characters it is based on, who is returning, and who's taking that. That has got to be a fucking big check to bring any of the main cast of that back, surely.
Yeah. Well, with Young Sheldon, they never brought any of them back.
Yeah.
They just made a whole new show, but you don't necessarily need to bring any of them back to do it.
No, well, true. I do. What? So it could be just like about the guy who runs the comic shop.
Yeah. Or it just could be Leonard as a child, or Penny as a child, or who knows? Who cares? I just don't care.
Yeah. Well, spin-off 2 is on the way, and it will be developed by Chuck Lorre.
Chuck Lorre. Laurie, isn't it? Chuck Lorre.
Yeah, I think it is Laurie. Who is talking about people who don't need the cast.
Yeah, exactly.
The amount of franchises and sitcoms that guy's
pretty much every American sitcom in the last 20 years, he's been behind it.
But yeah, the check's in its post to him, and he started scribbling away on some sort of Big Bang Theory spin-off.
Cool. Good for him. Next.
Let's do some Netflix news.
Yes, let's, finally.
More original content.
Cool.
Netflix have announced this time. And that is an animated series of Stranger Things.
So original. Why are you bringing me down this week, Nick?
Netflix has announced a straight-to-series order, which is what they always do.
Yeah, they do.
Or do they?
Or do they?
Just stay tuned to this episode.
Absolutely.
For an animated series set within a Stranger Things universe.
Okay.
As you'd expect, no plot details quite yet. But the Duffer Brothers have said, we want to make this in the vein of a Saturday morning cartoon.
Oh, that's interesting. You could do that. Because it's still set in the 80s, you could make an 80s style cartoon. Yeah. That's perked my interest a little.
Do you remember? Because if you think about it now, as like a fully grown man.
Yeah. I don't know if I'm fully grown.
We had,
still going.
Some of the Saturday morning cartoons we had were from movies that you wouldn't necessarily say were not as I remember Beetlejuice.
Yeah.
The cartoon.
Yeah.
I watched probably before I was too young to watch Beetlejuice the movie.
Yeah.
So there was a few weird ones like that.
Yeah, you're right. I'd never really thought about that before, but you are right.
Yeah.
I'm up for that. I think I'm up for that. An 80s style animated Stranger Things TV show. It fits.
It does fit. I'm also kind of surprised that it's not happened before, knowing how quick off the mark Netflix usually are.
Yeah.
But obviously we're approaching, the final season.
Well, that's it. It's coming to its end, isn't it? So they need
Things.
to keep the franchise alive.
Yeah, so they've obviously pressed go on Stranger Things, the West End play, Stranger Things, the animated series.
And then in 20 years' time, they can just do Stranger Things again.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, just reboot it. Cool, okay. Yeah, I'm interested in that one. We'll keep our eye on that. Report back when we have more info.
I presume they've already started drawing it, so...
Drawing it.
Who knows?
Who knows?
Right, let's actually talk about an original show.
Something new?
Yeah, and another animation coming out to Netflix. I just scraped my elbow on the table.
What did you do?
And that animated show is called Mulligan.
Mulligan? What's Mulligan?
And it's about a community and how the world starts to rebuild after an alien invasion.
Okay.
So
the aliens have
all
been
the
and
actions
gone.
happened.
Yeah.
The world's destroyed or partly destroyed. And that's the premise. How does the human race then start to rebuild things? It is...
I like that. That's a good idea.
This show is run by Sam Means and Robert Carlock. You might not have recognise their name straight off, but they both worked on Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt for many years.
Great show.
And it focuses on a group of survivors led by an average dude named Matty Mulligan, who will be played by Nat Faxon. After he manages to save the planet from aliens with his great powers of being an everyman from Boston, it falls on him to lead what remains of humankind to rebuild the planet into something better, or at least try to. Helping him in his endeavours are the First Lady Lucy, played by Chrissy Teigen, Vice President Cartwright, played by Dana Carvey.
Dana Carvey, wow.
Alien Military General Axatrax, played by Phil Lamar, and Super Scientist Farah Braun, played by Tina Fey.
Tina Fey, this is a big cast.
There's a first look trailer out there already. May the 12th.
That's not even that long away.
Daniel Radcliffe's in it as well.
Daniel Radcliffe's in it as well. It's a very Harry Potter themed. Right, he might appear later on as well. It's a very Harry Potter themed week.
Mulligan starts May the 12th, Netflix.
Excellent. I look forward to that. That sounds fun. I like the animation style. It's quite like King of the Hilly.
It does a bit, doesn't it?
This is an interesting one. I read this earlier in the week. It is interesting.
It may surprise you to hear that Netflix has ordered its first ever pilot episode.
Yeah, they don't order pilots. They always order straight to series.
Yeah. Make it a series.
Yeah.
8 episodes, 6 episodes, 10 episodes, 100 episodes, whatever it is. Yeah, they've ordered a pilot episode.
Yeah.
And it's a pilot episode from a bottom of the screen alum.
Yeah.
And that is Samara Weaving, the babysitter herself.
Indeed.
A pilot of a show called Little Sky, a single camera comedy starring and executive produced by Weaving. Netflix has ordered a pilot, not straight to series.
Changed their ordering style.
Yeah.
I wonder if it's because they're like, not sure. Let's just do it, see what happens.
Well, Deadline reports that Netflix executives are high on the project, but decided they want to see what the tone and chemistry of its cast would look like before moving forward. I mean, that's what a pilot's for.
Yeah.
But
Netflix, that translated as Netflix might want to make sweeping changes to this. So they don't want to order a full series, they'll just order a pilot.
The synopsis says that the series follows Samara Weaving's character, Penelope Paul Porter, as she tries to realise her dream of becoming a respected on-air news reporter when she receives an anonymous tip that the mayor of Little Sky is missing. She knows it is her chance to finally prove herself. She arrives in the spooky remote town of Little Sky, senses she's onto a big story, but little does she know she's stumbled onto something much darker than she could have ever imagined.
It's a comedy. That doesn't sound like a comedy synopsis.
Well, quite.
That sounds fun, though.
Yeah. If they're doing a pilot,
yeah,
will we ever see it?
That's the thing. Does it become the first episode, or do they just think, no, we're scrapping that, or who knows? Or do we start again from scratch?
Yeah.
It's interesting. It's unusual for Netflix.
It is.
Most other TV channels will do it.
Of course.
But it's not like Netflix to go for it. Next
is the news this week that the Super Mario Brothers movie has broken a record. The largest ever opening weekend of any animated movie.
Good for the Super Mario Brothers movie.
Of all time. That movie brought in $377 million in worldwide ticket sales its first weekend. That beats Frozen 2.
Wow.
By less than 20 million.
That's crazy, though.
Yeah.
That's like Frozen 2's like stupid popular.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure on this one. I didn't know where this was going to go. It was going to go one of two ways, but it seems to have gone the good way.
I mean, I think from what I've heard of it, I've not seen it yet.
I haven't seen it yet either.
Plenty of fan service in there.
Yeah, I think
which maybe papers over the cracks of how good the overall movie is.
Film is. Yeah.
But there's so many Easter eggs in the world of Mario, isn't there?
Yeah. You can do a lot with that one.
And look, you could argue all they had to do was improve on the Bob Hoskins movie from the 90s. So
difficult to do, though. Great movie. That's just going to keep going as well. That number will keep rising. It's going to go up and up.
Yeah. It's all coming up well for Mario.
It certainly is indeed.
Okay. One of your favourite franchises. And that is some news on Star Wars. Last week was Star Wars Celebration.
Okay.
You know, in London.
I didn't know that.
Which I think is basically a Star Wars convention.
Right.
Plus a bit of Comic-Con type stuff because they do like trailers and have actors do presentations and all that sort of thing. And we spoke a few weeks ago about a load of Star Wars films that were previously announced and now aren't happening.
Yes, we did.
Well, now there's a load of new Star Wars films announced.
That probably still won't happen.
That might not happen.
No, we just get
but
cancelled in a few.
they're the new ones that might happen.
Okay.
3 new Star Wars films were announced. One of which will be directed by James Mangold. He is the guy. Well, previously he was behind Logan.
Yep.
Great movie.
Yeah, great.
And he is behind the soon-to-be released Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny.
Yeah, I've seen the trailer for that now. It looks good.
Yeah, it does.
What?
It's really got my hopes up.
It's worrying, isn't it, after the last effort?
Like, really want it to be good.
I really want it to be good as well, and I really hope it is.
Well, James Mangold has already got his next job lined up. He's directing a Star Wars movie, and he's directing what he is calling a biblical version of Star Wars. So he's going like way back.
Oh, like right to the beginning.
Yeah, and he's apparently his movie is going to tell the story of like how Jedi became.
Oh, wow.
And like the first person to dig up a lightsaber or however they did it. And yeah, he's compared it to like a biblical epic. So
it's an interesting idea.
He's going way back to the start of Star Wars lore.
Okay.
Another movie that is coming along is an unnamed flick from Dave Filoni.
Dave Filoni.
Now, if you're a Star Wars fan, that'll be a familiar name. He's been behind a lot of the animated series in the last few years, and he is also in on The Mandalorian and all that stuff.
Right.
And he is directing a movie that will bring together all the plot threads from all the Disney Plus Star Wars TV series.
Oh, good luck with that.
So they're going to have a movie to close it all out.
Okay.
Apparently, that's their like long-term plan.
Interesting.
Which means we probably won't get any answers for the next few years in The Mandalorian and things like that until this movie. But yeah, that's going to happen as well. And then a third movie is going to be directed by Sharmeen Obaid-Chinoy, who has previously directed episodes of Ms. Marvel,
right?
But has never directed a feature film before.
Oh, right.
Not well, she has, but only documentaries.
All right, okay. She's a documentary maker.
Yeah, and she will direct a film set 15 years after the last Star Wars film.
Okay.
And Daisy Ridley is coming back, and it will tell the story of how Rey will set up a new group of Jedi.
Right. There's a lot going on, isn't there?
Finish that plot thread or whatever.
So then we're all done.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll never come back to it. Well, look, I mean, they announced a load of movies a couple of years ago, and most of them never happened.
Yeah, none of them happened. So
let's see.
Keep your eyes on those ones.
Yeah, if you like to go and see a Star Wars, you're gonna have a chance. In the next few years. Last bit of news.
Yep.
It's not really news, but I think it is news. Do you want to know what Morgan Freeman's 5 favourite movies are?
Yes. Absolutely.
Because he's done an interview with Rotten Tomatoes, and he has listed his 5 favourite movies.
I'm excited to find out.
Okay.
I love Morgan Freeman.
Moulin Rouge.
Moulin Rouge. Now, I was not expecting that. I'm the big man.
Morgan Freeman says it is probably one of the best overall conceived and executed films. It's got the best everything.
The best everything?
Cinematography, acting, singing, dancing. It's just all there. A feast for the eyes and the ears.
Okay.
I wouldn't have had him down as a Moulin Rouge fan.
No, nor me.
Moby Dick.
Moby Dick?
1956.
Wow.
Morgan Freeman says, I read the book and then I saw the movie. There it was. I couldn't have imagined it any different than when I saw it in my mind. It was all there. Gregory Peck is awesome. Came out in 1956. I was 19 years old.
Wow.
Yeah, Morgan Freeman's pretty old.
He is pretty old.
The Life of Pi.
Great movie. I'm with him on that one.
2012. Yeah.
Yeah?
He talks about how much of a fan he is of Ang Lee.
Who isn't?
And he likes the ending of the movie. Yeah, Life of Pi.
Yeah, Life of Pi is a great movie.
And then a couple of westerns.
Okay.
High Noon, 1952, Gary Cooper. Gary Cooper is one of Morgan Freeman's all-time favourites. This was an interesting story of a man finding himself alone to face a man who hates him.
Ooh.
And finally, a Clint Eastwood Western, The Outlaw Josie Wales. Morgan Freeman says this is the one movie he can't pass up. If he's scrolling through the channels and this comes on, he's all in.
When are you scrolling through the channels and that comes on? What channels are you scrolling through?
Channel 5, maybe Channel 5 on a Sunday afternoon if you're in this country. I don't know.
That's an eclectic group of movies.
Yeah, 2 Westerns, a musical.
An Ang Lee epic. And
a couple of animal
whale
picks.
movie. Ah, cool. That's good.
They're good enough for Morgan Freeman. They're good enough for me.
Which one's the highest rated on Rotten Tomatoes? It's High Noon.
Yeah.
Cool. Any more news?
No, that's all the news.
Netflix light this week. There's not a lot going on in the world of the big end.
No, not so much.
Have you watched anything good at the top of the stream?
I've watched quite a lot.
Have you?
Yeah.
What have you watched?
I'm quite excited to talk about
Okay.
2 of the 3 things. I will get the other one out of the way first. I watched Murder Mystery 2.
Oh, you're not excited to talk about this? I haven't seen Murder Mystery.
No,
It's not my sort of thing.
look, it's Adam Sandler.
Yeah.
I do like Adam Sandler.
I don't.
But I like him when he's doing things like Uncut Gems and Hustle.
You like New Style
which was
Sandler?
Genuinely one of my favourite movies of last year. His basketball movie on Netflix. Murder Mystery 2's, it's shit. Do you know?
Really?
Do you know one of the problems is?
What?
It's like so the basic synopsis is they turn up on this glamorous island resort.
Yeah.
And murders happen.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is just the start of Glass Onion, and I'd rather be watching Glass Onion.
Same thing.
And then it turns into an Adam Sandler comedy. It's terrible. But I'm sure it'll absolutely coin it in for Netflix.
I'm sure it will. I'm sure it already is.
It's only 85 minutes long, so at least it's got that going for it. So less spoke about that, the better. I have watched the whole season, I think it's 10 episodes on Netflix, of The Night Agent.
I watched the first episode last night.
Yeah, which we talked about as, it's been a massive hit for Netflix.
It's already sneaking into the top 10 of all time. It's already been commissioned for season 2.
I had a great time.
Yeah? I watched the first one last night and I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping I'd stick with it.
I thought it was just tremendous. It's glossy, slick.
Yeah, it looked beautiful.
Tense.
Yeah.
Popcorn thriller, I would say.
Nice.
I'd describe it as, you got a page turner book you take on holiday. just teases you, gets to the end, you're like, that was just the right length. Everyone's good in it. Good central mystery.
Yeah.
I can see why it's done well.
Good. I'm hoping I agree with you. I say I watched the first one last night, enjoyed it. I'll probably watch another one after you've gone tonight.
Yeah.
And I'm going to stick with it as well.
Main guy was one of the kids in Super 8.
Was he really?
Yeah.
Oh, I did not know that. Super 8's a great movie. That's probably really underrated, that movie. Great film.
Yeah, I hard recommend for me, The Night Agent.
Cool. I'm glad because like I say, I've just started it. I'm just starting on my journey.
But I think what I would say is only the second best Netflix show I've seen this week. Because I've also finished, I know you have as well, a lot of people are talking about this show.
Yes, quite right.
Even though it's not quite done the numbers of The Night Agent.
No.
And that's Beef.
What a show Beef is.
It's incredible.
It's incredible. It's
fucking mental.
It just gets more wild. I loved it. I absolutely from the first episode's great.
Yeah,
I think the second two, the episode 2 and 3
has
are
got a bit of a
lull.
middle of the
there's a bit of a lull there. But once it goes in episode 4 or 5, it never fucking stops and it's wild.
Yeah,
I watched the last 4 episodes in the same night. I just couldn't turn it off.
Oh, me too, last night.
Yeah, I couldn't turn it off.
And the penultimate episode is just
batshit.
Absolutely insane.
Batshit.
And then the final episode is great as well, but in a totally different way.
Yeah, completely.
And honestly, both the leads are great in this. Everyone's great in it.
Yeah.
But the 2 leads, Ali Wong, and I thought especially Stephen Yeun,
was
unbelievable.
I'm on the record as saying I don't like Stephen Yeun on this show. But I thought he was fucking brilliant in this.
Yeah.
But from every single episode, he's great in it. He's really good in it. I think he's finally found his niche.
Yeah.
It's made by the same studio who made The Whale and Everything Everywhere All at Once.
You can see.
You can. And
you can see
they
a lot of Everything Everywhere All at Once in this movie.
They just can't put A24 cannot put a foot wrong at the minute. Everything they're doing is turning to gold and it's beautiful to watch.
I don't think everyone will like Beef.
No, absolutely
But
not. Everyone doesn't like everything everywhere all at once. Or The Whale.
You've got to go and experience Beef. It is.
I agree. I couldn't be higher on it. I think it's.
I don't want to give too much away, but like the sort of just there's a few real key lines in there and important themes in there about how these are people at our age and how we were sort of a guinea pig generation for technology and why everyone's
that really
always
struck with
got
me.
their head down. And
I'd never really thought about that before, but it really struck home. I was like, you're so right.
Yeah, and battered by social media and quite frankly, the shit we've been left cleared up by the boomers. And it's just brilliant.
It is.
It's brilliant. It's just about two people. It's not really about what the beef's about.
No.
And then their lives are just...
How it just spirals out of control.
Spirals out of control from this.
And it goes back... It does go batshit crazy, but it makes sense.
Yeah.
It completely... You can see where everything's gone wrong and how it's happened.
And that bit in the last episode where it flashes back to the beef. And Ali Wong's character pauses.
Yeah.
And if she hadn't done that one tiny gesture...
That whole show doesn't happen.
Yeah.
And it's beautiful. It's really, really clever. The way it all pulls itself together at the end.
I thought it was great.
I thought it was great as well. I'm really hoping... Apparently the director, the creator said he's got 2 seasons more in mind of how he can continue the story. So hopefully he'll get given the opportunity to tell that because...
I mean, that's a high bar though.
Yeah, absolutely.
That
it really is.
Yeah, you could argue that is it's a pretty well contained.
It was like
story, isn't it?
It was like Catfight, the movie we did, but done well. It was like, wasn't it? It was the same sort of idea of two people just hate each other.
But
yeah, it was a great movie, and this is just like taking that to the next level. Yeah, but yeah, I can't speak highly enough of Beef. I thought it was brilliant. I genuinely thought it was brilliant.
Yeah, go and watch Beef.
Go and watch Beef.
They're the 3 things I've watched.
That's pretty much all I've watched as well. I did watch a movie on Saturday night. It's quite old. It's called Super Bob. I hear about it quite a lot. It's Brett Goldstein's breakout movie. He talks about it on his podcast all the time. So I thought, well, I've not seen it. I might as well give it a go.
Yeah,
check it out. It's really funny. It's about there's a guy who's the only superhero in the world.
Okay,
and he's just fed up of it, and he just wants to. He can't get a girlfriend. He can't live a normal life. That's all he wants to do. It's brilliant. The government have got him tied up in paperwork and red tape, and so funny. It's really good. Check out Super Bob.
Awesome.
It's on Freevee, which is a free service from Amazon Prime, so you should be able to get hold of it. It's the same network that have picked up Neighbours.
Of course it is.
My dad's favourite. So that's apart from Beef, that's pretty much all I've watched this week as well.
Cool.
So yeah. Right, should we do some more blind ranking?
Yeah.
Or shall we finish off on a real talk? Or should we do the real talk now?
I don't mind which way. Which one do you want to do first? You choose.
Let's do the real talk now and finish off on...
Okay.
I've got a blind rank for you and you've got one for me, I think. Yeah. So we enjoyed blind ranking so much last week. We're bringing it back. Why not?
Fine.
Right, let's do real talk then, shall we? What was this week's real talk, Nick?
It was simply, you're remaking a movie. Tell us which one and recast it, please.
Cast it in 2023.
Yeah.
Do it. What answer? Did we get any good answers?
We got a few good answers in the Discord, I've got to say. Bit more of a thinker, this one.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed doing mine.
Put some time into mine. So I don't know what I've come up with, but I'm interested to find out your reaction.
Quite excited to see what happens with ours. But let's go to the Discord first. There's some more dropped in since last time I checked. So
really?
I have to do that live. But that's fine. So Ross Cook started us off. He's got a couple of honourable mentions. 12 Angry Men.
Okay.
But didn't go into any details of who'd cast in it. So no marks. No,
he did.
Replace it with the cast of Fast and the Furious.
Yes, cracking.
Fine.
Then I think I suggested doing it the other way around as well.
Yeah,
remake the cast of the Fast and the Furious with the cast of 12 Angry Men.
But Ross's official answer was a remake of The Bicycle Thieves, the Oscar-winning movie from the 40s.
Okay. This blew my mind that this is where he went with this.
Yeah. So I'd love to know why it sprung into your mind, Ross. He would remake it with Robert Pattinson, Lashana Lynch, and an unknown to play their son Bruno.
An unknown.
Yeah.
Like recast your film. I'm just going to cast somebody nobody knows in it. That's fine. I don't know that movie, so I can't comment on if that's good casting or not.
I don't think Sam Mulholland, one of our patrons, quite understood the the assignment, because he said I wanted a shot-for-shot remake of Groundhog Day, but with the same cast.
So he's not recasting. He's just he's recasting the same cast.
But I kind of get the joke.
Yeah, I like the idea.
They're doing it again,
like
and they can't remember. Fine. I mean, yeah, it'd be weird to watch it as a double header, wouldn't it?
It'd be weird to watch any movie that's remade with the same people in it twice. But I do like the idea.
Okay, Chris from the Time Shifters podcast.
I think he won.
I think he won.
I think he won this week.
He gave 2 great suggestions.
Yeah.
So is not his, I don't think it's his official answer, but he did Ross's work for him and started to cast the 12 Angry Men. But today, and suggested a few actors. Bryan Cranston could be in that.
Yeah, easily.
That'd be great. Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah.
Elliot Page. And then you chuck a couple of older guys in there. Donald Sutherland, Ian McKellen, Harrison Ford.
Yeah, I like this.
12 Angry Men feels like, yes.
Yeah, let's
Why
just do it.
hasn't that been
Why
remade?
hasn't it remade?
With, whatever Hollywood royalty and
you can
some
just do it in every
up-and-comers
generation. You could do it every 10 years. You could remake that.
Yeah. So, yeah, really good playing off Ross's idea. But Chris then took it to the next level. And I think this is genuinely a great suggestion. And
If I had the money, I'd throw it at him to do it.
I don't know why this movie has not been remade.
No.
And that is Chitty Chitty Bang Bang.
Yeah.
And I do think musicals are quite a good stream to go on this sort of real talk idea. Actually.
Yeah, I agree.
And he suggests Hugh Jackman in the lead.
Who else could do it?
Laura Benanti as Truly Scrumptious, but the supporting cast. Ian McKellen as Wacky Father Potts. Graham Norton as the Toy Maker.
Graham Norton is such a random choice from an American as well.
and Rowan Atkinson as the Child Catcher.
It's perfect.
It's
absolutely perfect. He's definitely won this week's Real Talk. I've not even heard yours or mine yet.
Smileson's gone with Airplane.
Yeah.
I mean, I do like the suggestion of talk about the movie that leads to me remade the least.
Yeah.
That's right up there, I think. Hugh Laurie as the Doctor, Brendan Fraser as Ted Stryker. I don't know if that's current Brendan Fraser.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
are we knocking a few years off him? I'm not sure.
I think we have to go current.
And Cameron Diaz as Elaine. I think that's not bad.
It's not bad.
Not bad at all. Okay, Alex in the Discord is going on the theme of last week where we talked about a remake of Vertigo.
Yeah. When we said you should never remake Hitchcock films.
He's going there. A remake of North by Northwest. Nicholas Hoult.
The Charisma Vacuum.
Florence Pugh.
Flopo.
And then pack it with cool cameos and other people.
I'm going to see a Nicholas Hoult film on Monday. Next Monday. I'm going to watch Renfield.
Okay, yeah.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
Yeah.
I don't like Nicholas Hoult, but I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Got the lot?
Yeah, that's all in the Discord.
Can I do mine?
Yeah, do yours. Go for it.
I spent a bit I don't know why, but this film shot into my head straight away.
Okay.
And then I thought, well, I'm going to do that film, then I just need to cast it. It's taken me all week to do it.
Okay, fine.
I'm going to remake Hook, please.
Fine. Yeah.
I know it might be a bit...
One's not... I mean, it's fine.
Hook's a great film.
No, it's a bit long.
It is a bit long, so we're making it a bit shorter. I don't know, it may be sacrilegiously recast a Robin Williams
no, because they do a
but...
new Peter Pan movie every
exactly,
couple of years. There's one coming up in a few weeks.
Who plays Peter Pan? So I thought I want child actor turned adult, Daniel Radcliffe. Has to be Daniel Radcliffe. Daniel Radcliffe as Peter Pan. He's 5 years younger at the moment than Robin Williams was when he made Hook.
Oh, so by the time
the film's made, it's about the same.
Yeah.
Captain Hook, Colin Farrell.
That's good. That's good. Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah,
Definitely.
So could I, as soon as I thought of it. Which means that Smee has to be Brendan Gleeson.
Yeah.
Because why would you not?
Yeah, no, that's great.
Tink, Margot Robbie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it, yeah.
And then I thought, the really old guy who loses his marbles?
Yes.
Dustin Hoffman.
Yeah. I like what you've done of keeping a...
You have to keep a
link through from the...
and you can even have him
one.
He can be like, he was Captain Hook back in the day.
Yeah.
But he's lost his
I
marbles.
really like that.
Thanks.
That's good. Yeah.
It's taken me all week. I got Colin Farrell came to me pretty much straight away.
Spielberg still directing it? Or is his daughter going to do it? Yeah.
I hadn't thought of a director, to be honest, but yeah, Colin Farrell came to me straight away. It took me ages to get a Peter Pan. Yeah. And then as soon as I saw Daniel Radcliffe's picture, I'm like, sorted. Yeah. Had to be a child actor. Turned into an adult. Who's better?
Yeah, no, absolutely ticks all the boxes. So
Margot Robbie's Tink as well is Dreamcast.
I like it.
Thanks.
Okay.
What have you got?
I'm remaking Reservoir Dogs.
Oh, wow. Of course you are.
Tarantino's, he's off.
He's done.
He's retired. He's made number 10 and
So you're just going to do this?
Yeah.
Well, we got them. Give me some names.
Okay, so Mr. Brown, who in the original was played by Quentin Tarantino, he's not a massive role in the movie. He gets to do that monologue about Like a Virgin by Madonna at the start. That's going to be Pete Davidson.
Nice. Okay, I can see that.
Yeah,
I'm behind that.
Bit showy.
Yeah.
Mr. Blue, who was played by Eddie Bunker, he's the old guy. He doesn't last very long.
Yep.
But I just want to see this guy in a something that's got a little bit to do with Tarantino, and he'd only have to do a couple of days. And I think it's the only way you get him to sign up, and that's Harrison Ford.
Nice. I like it.
Nice guy Eddie.
Yeah.
So he was Chris Penn.
Yeah.
Guy in a tracksuit in Reservoir Dogs. That's going to be Jesse Plemons.
Perfect. Yeah, that works really well.
Yeah, he can do that sleazeball. Mr. Pink, who is Steve Buscemi.
Yeah, this is a tough one.
Pretty much his breakout role.
Yeah.
Going off-piste.
Go on.
I'm gender swapping the character.
Oh, nice.
And I've cast Awkwafina.
Oh, that actually works quite well. I'm not against that.
So she's in.
I'm not against that at all.
Mr. Orange, who was Tim Roth
Yeah.
in the original. I'm going to give a nice meaty role to someone I think's had a bit of a rough ride from Hollywood. And that's John Boyega.
Yeah, I can see that as well.
Welcome aboard.
It's a good cast. I'm enjoying this.
Mr. White, who was Harvey Keitel in the original. It's going to be Tim Roth.
Of course it is. Why would it not be?
He keeps, he's just playing a different role from the original. Bit older.
You could have had Bryan Cranston as Mr. White as well.
Yeah. And then Mr. Blonde, Michael Madsen, who's going to chop off an ear in the remake. It's going to be Adam Sandler.
Of course it is. Of course it is. That's a great cast. I like that.
That's what we're doing.
That sounds like a fun movie.
Yeah, give me the money. I'm gonna make
the money's yours. Imagine that. Imagine my Hook and your Reservoir Dogs comes out at the same time.
Oh, brilliant.
Cinemas are reborn.
Brilliant. Yeah, absolutely.
Right, shall we rank some shit?
Yeah, let's do it.
Shall I do one for you first?
Yeah, go for it.
So, what is blind ranking, Nick, for people who weren't here last week?
Blind ranking is quite simply, you give me a movie.
Yeah.
We've got 5 movies.
Yeah.
I have to put them in order, but I don't know what's coming.
You don't know what's next.
Yeah, I've got to rank the first one, the second one, and see what's left at the end.
Okay. You ready?
Yeah.
First movie I'm throwing at you is E.T.
Oh, that's okay. I do like E.T. E.T. is a great movie. For me personally, it's not one of my absolute favourites.
Okay.
So I'm like, do I play it cool? But it is a brilliant movie. Is there going to be 2 movies better than E.T.? I'll play it safe. I'm putting it third.
Third?
Yeah.
Okay, E.T.'s third. Second movie I'm throwing at you is one we mentioned last week briefly. Dodgeball.
I'll put that 5th. I like Dodgeball,
okay.
but I'll put it 5th.
The next movie I'm throwing at you is Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade.
Last Crusade. I do like that one, even though it's generally thought of as the... I don't want to leave 1 and 2 till the end. I'm putting it second above E.T.
Okay. So what have we got so far? I've not been writing them down.
So I've not got a number 1.
So
I've got Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade second, E.T. third.
Dodgeball 5.
I've
so
not
we're
got
looking for a
4.
1 and a 4.
Yeah.
Next film I'm throwing at you is Independence Day.
I was going to go 4th.
Oh, you might have done well here, because I genuinely think this might be your number 1 anyway. The last film I picked is One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
Yeah, it probably would be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So are we happy with that order?
Yeah, I'd swap 4 and 5. But other than that, I'm pretty happy.
Cool.
Yeah.
So what would you have at 5?
I'd have Independence Day lower than Dodgeball.
Really? That's interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
I thought I'd throw you with that. I've even put them in an order where I thought it'd throw you, but it didn't. I'm proud of you.
you're going to find this really freaky.
Oh, God.
Because, shall I do you now?
Yes.
Right. This is so strange. We have not
Oh, we picked the same movie.
pre-planned this
We
at
picked
all.
the same 5 movies.
So the first movie I want you to blind rank is E.T.
How weird. That's bizarre. Again, I really like E.T. It's not my favourite movies. Let's go. I went started with 3 last week. 3.
3. Okay, cool. The second movie I'd like you to blind rank is, honestly, I've not made this up, Independence Day.
What?
I'll show you my list after.
Oh, now Independence Day is a tough one for me because I used to really like Independence
I think I went to cinema about 4 times.
Yeah, I loved Independence, but it doesn't hold up anymore.
Yeah.
It doesn't. It isn't a good movie now. Oh, but what else is coming?
That's the trick.
4.
Okay, so ET3, Independence Day 4. Okay.
That might be a mistake.
The next one is, let's go more recent.
Okay.
The Whale.
Oh, no. I loved that movie. I gave it 10 out of 10. It's got to be number 1.
Number 1.
It's got to be.
So what have you got? 1, 3, and 4?
2 and 5 left.
2 and 5 left. Everything, Everywhere, all at once.
I knew you were going to do that. I knew. As soon as you said The Whale, I was like, he's definitely got Everything, Everywhere, all at once. That's number 2.
Okay, so what have you got left?
5.
Your last movie is Scream.
Oh, fuck you. Fuck you and everything about you.
Number 5. Okay.
What were my 5 movies?
The Whale was at number 1.
Okay.
Everything Everywhere All at Once was number 2. E.T. was 3. Independence Day 4. Scream 5.
Scream 5?
Scream 1 at 5.
Do you want to know my actual order?
Yeah.
Scream.
Really? The top of the pops?
Scream means everything to me. Everything, Everywhere, All at Once. The Whale. Independence Day. E.T.
E.T., yeah. That's really weird. Look.
That is really weird. That is really weird
E.T.
that we've done that.
That's freaky, man.
That is freaky. How weird that we picked 5 random movies and we picked 2 of them the same.
Yeah, of all the movies.
We're weird.
Yeah.
Right, we've done a wave. I think we've done a wave.
Yeah, we've done a wave. Yeah.
Excellent. It's a short wave, but it's a wave nonetheless. So, this week's movie.
Come back here on this very feed on Thursday, and we are talking about Dangerous Lies.
We are indeed. It's going to be a fun little chat, I think
so.
Because the bad movies always make the best episodes. Don't want to give anything away. This is not a good movie. So come back on Thursday to listen to us talk about Dangerous Lies.
Cheers!
Bye!